Okay, I thought I'd throw a video up here for anybody with a 2014 to 2018 GMC Sierra or Chevy Silverado. If you are getting an intermittent issue where the windows don't work, or even if it's not intermittent, the windows don't work and the locks do not, like if you try to remote lock the vehicle using your key fob, pressing on the button, if your door does not lock and stay locked, if it unlocks itself right away, and your power windows on your driver's door are not working, there's a couple of things to look at. One is this power window switch, which is known to have issues. So I took this apart, took the screws out, checked the contacts. Everything seems fine on there. Codes are 1534 or 1538. The place you need to start looking is in the door harness. So the body to the door wiring harness connects into this connector here, this large pinned connector. I pulled the door panel off so I could get to this. But if you can pop this through from the inside, which is what I did here. By the way, this is a city truck, does not go off-road, does not take a lot of abuse like that. I don't plow with it. This truck is meticulously maintained. It's got 136,000 miles on it, but it is a very, very clean truck. I don't know why this is happening, but if you're getting a LIN bus code, you need to check the wiring in here. So I took the tape off of this and pulled this back. And this is hard to hold the phone and do this at the same time, but this green wire right here is the one you want to look for. And oh, look at that. It's broken. And that, I suspect, is the reason for the problem. That's going into this connector here. And without LIN bus, it is not going to see the controls for the power windows. And will also think that the door is, or the key is in the car or something like that, and automatically unlocking the door after you remote lock it. So if that is your situation, check this harness. There is a replacement harness you can do. You replace all the way through from the door all the way in. You got to take all the other parts out. I'm going to try to repair this first, see if this works. If it does, awesome. If it doesn't, I'll go buy a new harness. But I'm going to try this for now. Check back in here in a minute. After I do that, fix and see if that took care of it. All right, a little bit of an update here as I dug into this more. There's a lot of damage on this harness. These wires are, the insulation is anyways, that's an AVE reference there. These wires and the insulation is very brittle on here. I can't tell if others are damaged in there. There's at least two here that are major, larger gauge wires. And I think what I'm going to do is just go buy a new harness and do this the right way, because I'm not cool with just trying to put some connectors in there and fix it that way, because I don't think that's going to stand up long term. So even though I'm selling this truck, I am going to do it the right way so the next guy doesn't have to deal with it. Okay, so I have the new harness in already. I did not record installing it. It's actually really easy. But well, your mileage may vary there. But essentially, I worked backwards. So I unplugged the latch modular plug. Pulled this through. There's two retaining clips here that you need to pull off. There's one here. The side impact sensor has a plug on the back. Make sure you pull that one off. And I just worked my way back. As I took the old harness out, I put the new harness in. There is a cable here. Your new harness goes between the door and that cable, so make sure you don't mess that up. This cable here, same situation. Harness goes between the cable and the door, or the inside of the door. Another retaining clip here, retaining clip here, retaining clip up there, if you can see it. Let me get my light. Right up there. You've got this plug here. What I did notice is on the old one, it's black. On the new one, it's gray. Don't think it matters. Also, the way it is retained is different. Just a little bit different. Focus. All right, so you get just this little pressing clip versus a locking clip where you have to pull this down, then you can push it to release the new one. I did pull this nut off that holds this track on the bottom. Because I went backwards with the big part, well, either way, it's just easier to get that through. You can go either direction, but it's just the way I chose to do it. You can take that little nut off to 10 millimeter, pull this away, or not away, but gives you enough slack to be able to get the wiring harness through here. Speaker connection, which obviously I haven't done yet. These two come up. This is a new clip on here, so if you break the old one like I did, taking that out, no big deal. That came off of here. So if you break that, the new one comes with a new clip to put in there. That's for your power folding mirrors. This is a 2014 Crew Cab SLT all-terrain with power mirrors, power folding mirrors. So there are different numbers for these. The one for me in this case, I don't know. Oh, here we go. It is a 23171548. I would highly recommend you verify with your VIN to make sure you have the right one. This one is for the harness. This is the harness that goes to the windows. Still have to put that clip in. I honestly don't remember where that came from, so I got to figure that out. I don't think it was there. I think it was here. Nope, that's a side panel. I don't know where it was. I'll figure it out, but actually that might be on the door panel. And then you come through, if you can see in here, you go through right there. Make sure when you put that through that it, oh, sorry, gravity. When you put that through, that it is not twisted, so this will line up correctly. I have not put this in yet. However, we can do that right now. If I can do it with one hand, which is always the trick when I'm doing this. Okay, I can't do it with one hand. I gotta do it with two hands. So anyways, I'll plug that in, get the door panel back on, put this back down. I just held that up with a little piece of duct tape. No big deal. This has got to pass back through here when I drop it in, which I will do. In fact, I can do that right now. And then make sure that your seal is good all the way around. A little chilly in my storage area, so it's not sticking great. Don't forget the speaker connection. There is a retaining clip that goes right there. I believe you can do it on either side. I did it on that side because I can't remember which side it came off of, but that's all right. Doesn't matter. And then this just sets in the bottom like so. There's a little clip on the top. Slides in like that. And there is, where'd my screw go? Right there. There is a different screw for this than the rest of them, so I kept it separate. I just stuck it on the magnet on the back of the speaker. Tighten that down. For the record, I already tested it. Everything works the way it should. So we are good to go. I did connect that on there. Make sure the boot on the bottom gets, there's a little clip, not even a clip, it's just a little like lever basically that fits on the bottom before you put the boot over the top. And in the top there's an actual clip. To get that off, just take a slotted screwdriver initially when you go to do that. Sorry, not focusing. And just kind of push down through the boot or around the boot to pop that off before you take that off. Okay, a little more sharing here. So these clips go in here like so. You need to pry those out. You've never done a GM door panel before, this is what you have to do. You have to take all those clips out, take this off the door, then put this back in like so, in case you didn't know that, before you put the door panel back on. So just wanted to share that. Hopefully that helps you a little bit if you're struggling to get this part back on the top.